Hello there, my name is Richard McMahon from the interview training website, passmyinterview.com, and in this very important training tutorial, I will teach you how to answer the tough interview question, what are your strengths? Now this question comes up during all job interviews, and the answer you give will be the difference between a pass or fail. So if you have a job interview coming up soon for any role or company, please make sure you stay tuned because I promise to help you be the standout candidate. And to achieve that goal, this is what I will cover to help you. Number one, I will tell you why the interviewer is asking you the question, what are your strengths? Now, there is a specific reason why they ask you this tough interview question. You need to know what it is in order to give a top scoring answer. Number two, I will tell you how to answer what are your strengths to get the highest scores possible. Number three, I am then going to give you 3 outstanding top scoring example answers to this question, what are your strengths, to help you pass your interview at the very first attempt. Number 4, I am then going to give you a list of really good strengths for interviews and acceptable weaknesses. So you know that once they've asked you the question, what are your strengths, they will say to you, what's your biggest weakness? So I will also, as part of this tutorial, tell you what are acceptable weaknesses. And finally, number 5, I will tell you where you can instantly download a copy of these slides and also my full set of 50 super answers to tough interview questions. So lots of reasons why you should stay tuned. And just very quickly, if you are new to this channel, please make sure you hit that subscribe button. Literally thousands of you are passing your job interviews. I can only help you if you are subscribed. And please give the video a like. It's a very small favor to ask. But if you like the video, it tells me you find these tutorials useful and I will therefore create more content for you. Thank you very much. Okay, to begin with, why are you being asked the interview question, what are your strengths? Here we go. So the hiring manager wants to assess whether your strengths match the job description and also whether they will add value to their company. So it's really important in your answer you demonstrate how your strengths are going to add value to their company. And I will teach you how to do that very soon. But first of all, how should you answer the question, what are your strengths, to get the highest scores possible? Do 2 things. Number 1, make sure you give 3 strengths in your answer. Don't give 1 strength, just give 3 strengths. And then number 2, make sure you tell the interviewer how your 3 strengths will add value to their company or organization. So let me now explain how to do that by giving you 3 brilliant top scoring answers to that tough interview question, what are your strengths? Please tell me in the comments section below the video which answer option 1, 2 or 3 you think is the strongest. Here we go, answer option number 1. What are your strengths? My strengths include the fact I am an all-rounder and someone who can turn their hand to lots of different things. So for example, if you need me to carry out tasks outside of my job description, such as writing blogs or marketing company products on social media, I can do these things. Other strengths include the fact I always take ownership of difficult challenges and problems. Whereas most people will inform their manager about any problems they encounter, I will see what I can do first to overcome the challenge. And finally, perhaps my greatest strength is my time management skills. I am a good organizer and planner of my work, and I always prioritize tasks based on the needs of the company. So this means you will be hiring someone who can be relied upon to get all their work done on time, to a high standard and without any mistakes. That's a really good example answer. So I have underlined the 3 strengths there. And you can see how I am explaining how each one adds value to their organization. So it really enhances the response and it helps you to be the standout candidate. Let's now take a look at answer option number 2. What are your strengths? Here we go. My strengths include my interpersonal and communication skills. For example, I am very good with customers, making them feel welcomed and asking them the right questions to assess their needs. So this strength will help your company grow because I will be a great role model for the company brand, resulting in customer loyalty. Another strength is the fact I am a very fast learner. I pick things up quickly, meaning you won't have to spend your valuable time closely supervising or monitoring me. And finally, another strength is my collaboration skills. I am selfless, will always work closely with other people, focus on the team's goals, and support my co-workers to achieve the company's commercial and strategic objectives. That's another really good answer. You can see how these strengths are loads better than just saying I'm professional and I'm a good team worker. They are really good answers because you are explaining how these strengths will add value to their company. Let's have a look at the third strength, the third example answer, and I will then give you that definitive list of great strengths and weaknesses for job interviews. Here's answer option number 3. What are your strengths? My strengths are my flexibility and versatility, my fast pace of working, and my trustworthiness and loyalty. Now, because I am versatile and flexible, it means I will willingly carry out tasks outside of my job description and make myself available to work additional hours when needed to help the company in its times of need. My fast pace of working means I will get more work done than the average employee, resulting in a greater return on your investment if you choose to hire me. Finally, my trustworthiness and loyalty mean you can rely on me to be a great role model for the company, and I will still be working for you many years from now, meaning you won't have to re-advertise the position for a long time. So that's another really good answer. So don't forget to tell me in the comment section below the video which answer option, 1, 2 or 3, you think is the strongest. Which one would you use? Okay, let me now give you that definitive list of strengths and weaknesses for job interviews. So don't forget, they will say to you, what are your strengths? They might say, what are your greatest strengths? It doesn't matter. You answer it in the same way. You give 3 strengths and they will say to you, what's your biggest weakness? And you have to choose one. A lot of people say, I don't have any weaknesses. But if you say that, you will fail your interview. We all have weaknesses. For example, my weakness is the fact I am very impatient. Let's have a look at the list. A list of strengths. So a good strength is commercial awareness. So what does that mean? That means that you understand how an organization functions and you understand that you need to do a really good job, help the business grow and help it to save money. If it's to be successful, that's called commercial awareness. You could say you are results driven. That means that you always focus on achieving results and great things for your employer. That's another good strength. Another one is you are a strong collaborator. That's a better word than team worker. If you collaborate, it means that you work really closely with other people. You are selfless and you focus on the team's goals. Another one is flexible and adaptable. I really like that one. As I mentioned in one of my answers, flexibility means you are prepared to do tasks when needed, not all the time, but when needed outside of your job description. And you will also be available if needed when the company is in difficulty to work extra hours. Another good strength is you are supportive of change. This is a really good one. I will explain why. So a lot of companies and organizations need to change in order to meet the needs and demands of their customers and clients. So if you are not supportive of change, because you don't think change is a good thing, then the organization is stuck where it is and it can end up failing. So if you're supportive of change, you embrace it with a positive mindset and you don't mind trying new things. Another good strength is a great communicator. You're good at communicating with your co-workers. You are a clear and concise communicator. I think this is one of my main strengths, is I'm a good communicator, concise, clear, and I'm also a good listener. That's another good strength, is a good listener. Another one is empathy, understanding and patience. This is great for healthcare jobs. Attention to detail, you don't make any mistakes. You are creative. If you're really creative, then you can come up with really good ideas to help the organization grow. And another one, which I've not listed here, is frugal, F-R-U-G-A-L. If you are frugal, then you help the organization save money, which increases profits. I mean, that's a really good strength. And finally, supportive. You're supportive of everybody in your team, including the senior managers. Let's have a look at weaknesses. So when they say to you, what's your biggest weakness? Don't say my weakness is I'm a perfectionist. Please don't say that. And also don't say I don't have any weaknesses. We all have weaknesses. Be very careful how you answer this question. So you could say you are not yet very good at public speaking. That's a great weakness because not many jobs need public speaking. You could say my biggest weakness is the fact I'm not very good at public speaking. However, this is a skill I want to develop. So if there are any opportunities in this role for your organization for me to give talks and presentations to my team, I would love to give it a try. So you are keen to improve on your weakness. Another good one is you could say you find it hard letting go of projects. That's another way of saying you're a perfectionist. It's a better way to say, I find it hard letting go of projects because I want to make sure it's right, but I need to learn to let go of projects and move on to the next one. Another good weakness is that you are not good at giving people honest feedback or constructive criticism because you tend to avoid confrontational situations. Another good one is you could say, my weakness is, and I used to do this, I don't anymore, I used to say yes to everything and then end up taking on too many responsibilities. So you could say my biggest weakness is the fact I say yes to everything. I need to learn to assess my workload and my capacity to take on the extra duties before I say yes. So that means you're a bit of a people pleaser. Another good weakness is a hesitancy to delegate tasks. This is good for first-time managers and leaders. So you could say, I like to do things myself. I'm not very good at delegating tasks. Another one is that you're impatient. This is definitely my weakness. I'm a very impatient person. I want things done ASAP, as soon as possible. And I find it hard to wait for people. And the final one is you are not comfortable taking risks. That's another really good weakness. Now, most organizations, in order for them to succeed, they need to take calculated risks to help the organization grow. You know, Amazon, for example, is a brilliant organization that takes risks. It likes risk takers. But you could say, my weakness is I'm not comfortable taking risks. So they're really good weaknesses, really good strengths to help you pass your interview. So the next thing to do, if you want to accelerate your learning even further, which I'm sure you do want to do, is click that link right now in the top right-hand corner of the video. Head straight through to my website, passmyinterview.com, and you can immediately download these slides with all of those answers and the strengths and weaknesses in a definitive list format. And you also get 50 additional great answers to tough interview questions. It's a fantastic resource. Lots of you have been using this to pass your interviews at the very first attempt. It's a great resource, whether you are experienced or you have no experience and you are a fresher. It's a fantastic guide. Comes as a PDF document. You can have it in your inbox within 2 minutes from now, and it's going to put you ahead of the competition at your interview. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button. When you subscribe, I can help you pass all your interviews, negotiate a salary, get a pay rise, and progress throughout your career. Please give the video a like. It's a small ask, but it really does motivate me to create more content for you. Thank you so much. Oh, and don't forget to connect with me on LinkedIn. I've put my LinkedIn link in the description below the video. It is always an honor and a pleasure to connect with like-minded professionals such as yourself. Thank you so much for watching and for paying attention, and I wish you all the best for passing your job interview. Have a great day.